Welcome to the Q1 Buck Pull. I'm Tim Hart-Haberl. He's Mike Big Buck Hoffner. Well, today's show, we are going to take you to the Country Smokehouse in Almont, Michigan.
Party time USA.
I told somebody, say, we're going to the Country Smokehouse. What do you think they said? They didn't say about the party. They said, is the food going to be good? I said, absolutely,
Exactly.
It's going to be good. They had the chef come out. He made all kinds of hors d'oeuvres. It was really a great night. And we had some fabulous stories, and that's what we're going to share here today.
Fishing stories or hunting stories?
No, hunting stories.
It's ice fishing time, man. It's been cold out there and there's ice on the lake, and we're seeing deer all over the place because they're getting hungry.
Well, because why? They can get out now and they know they're not pressured at all. So we've got stories from the Country Smokehouse. We've got Dan Hoffman on with us, and he is a realtor out of the Kalamazoo area. And he's going to be talking about some tips and information about buying recreation property.
This is the time to do it. Your income tax returns are coming. Make an investment in property. They only make so much of it.
Hey, are you a financial wizard?
Yes, I'm a salesman.
Oh, absolutely. All right, stay with us. We got all that, and we got bucks right here on the Q1 Buck Pull. Trophy Class Real Estate specializes in listing and selling unique recreational hunting land and vacant land properties.
Hi, I'm Dan Hoffman. We're the premier real estate brokerage firm for Cabela's Trophy Properties in Michigan. If you're looking to buy, we have great properties like this one.
Here's 24 acres of vacant land and waterfront in Calhoun County. The property includes your very own 7-acre buildable island. There's great whitetail deer hunting and fishing. Own a one-of-a-kind piece of property.
Call us today or go online to see all of our properties.
Add style to your bedroom or living room with log furniture from Thurston's Furniture. One-of-a-kind log bedroom sets, dressers, mirrors, easy beds that convert from a couch to a bed. Specializing in custom orders, Thurston's offers a great selection to choose from. Plus, check out our Northwoods Wildlife Print area rugs. Want a camo recliner? You'll find it at Thurston's. Thurston's Furniture on M60 in Homer. Everything you want in log furnishings at great prices.
Did you know that Tire City is more than just tires? Marshall Tire, Albion Tire, and Charlotte Tire are all more than just tires at great prices. We're your complete auto repair center. We're brakes, oil changes, steering and suspension, diagnostics. We're more than just tires. We're your complete auto repair facility. Tire City, Marshall, Albion, and Charlotte.
Back here on the Q1 Buck Pull. Well, Mike Big Buck Hoffner, one of the things I like most about our prize parties is you do get a chance to meet a lot of people, hear their stories. You hear every detail, too, about the leaves cracking or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, I mean, stories are... And it's interesting because nobody tells the same story, so you never get tired of them.
We've got some kids on today. We've got all kinds of people on here. But first, Big Buck Hoffner has some featured bucks.
All right, here's a couple of bucks. Let's start out in South Central Michigan. Dan Woodward. That's my brother's son-in-law. Shoots an 8-pointer, scores 41 3/4. Scott Boyer from South Central Michigan brings in an 8-pointer. His score, 47.5.
And Scott is the plant manager at Cobra Motorcycles over in Hillsdale. So one of my sons worked there last year.
All right, well, he can shoot deer too.
Yeah, he's got a big buck. All right, now let's go to our party at the Country Smokehouse in Almont.
This was the biggest deer I've ever shot in my life, and it's being mounted right now, but I can describe it. So it was about this big.
Yeah. No, are you a fisherman too?
Yeah, I fish a lot too. I shot this deer totally by accident, and my buddies say, "God, don't tell people that. You don't come on, tell them that you crawled on your belly for 2 hours. You went down through the swamp with this whale, and you shot it running shot 400 yards away." But I wasn't even going to hunt, and this is opening day, November the 15th. It's on my own property here in Oakland County. So I got out of bed, and it's late, and I came back and I sat back down on the bed. My wife said, "Why aren't you going hunting?" And I said, I get down there late and I spook them, get them off the property, and I'll hunt at night. She said, "I'll go on down there. It's opening day." So I go down to my property, and sure enough, I pull in the gate, and here's this great. I'm a meat hunter, but I love the trophies, but I love the venison, and I brought the Country Smokehouse a lot of deer over the years. So anyway, here's this huge doe. She's got a rear end this big, and I can see chops and loins and sirloin, all that kind of stuff all over. That's all I see is this picture. So I'm going to shoot her. So I get my gun out and get loaded up, and sure enough, just about that time, she wanders off. And I say, son of a gun. But she turns around, she comes back. So now I get set up, and I'm getting down, and I get down, I'm going to put my gun on my gun rest in the blind. She picks her head up, and I can't see, and she sees something, and she wanders off. So all of a sudden, this big buck, 230 pound, 240 pound live weight, 180 dressed, 11 point, walks around, stops about 15 yards in front of me, and looks at me, and that was it. So I was very fortunate. I took another buck later on. I shot a doe. But that was it.
Is that your biggest buck or not?
The biggest buck I've ever shot. I've shot a lot. Like I said, I'm 75. I've been hunting for 50 years in this beautiful state, and taken a lot of deer. This is on my own property, private land, but I've got an alfalfa field, what's left of it, because the deer destroyed it. But at one time, and you can't count these, I don't know if you through the DNR, a lady named Julie Oakes and the DNR legal people, they came out and they gave me a deer management assist, DMAs. I think they call them something else now. But they issued me 5 at a time. When I used those up, they gave me another 5. I killed 14 deer that year myself, and there were so many, and I couldn't find people that would take either the meat or the hide, so I quit shooting them at that one particular time.
Dan, what do you like most about being out in the woods?
I just love this state. I just love to be out there and see the sun come up and the sun go down, and see all the other wildlife that are associated with it, and listen to the ducks and the geese, and breathe that fresh air and just enjoy life. So I think most of you in here probably share those same kind of assets here. It's a good place to be.
It was opening morning, and I was out there, and I'd hunted all bow season, and I've got some major stuff going on with my back, and so I climb up the stand. Not an easy task, but I get up there, and I'm thinking, I kind of hugged the tree and said, oh my God, I cannot climb another tree this year. So I sat down and, wait for daylight, and I just kind of sitting there and closed my eyes and thinking the same thing. I'm enjoying, obviously, after once you're up there and relax, I can enjoy everything, but I was thinking I can't shoot another deer. And so just 5 minutes after I said that, here come this deer, and I still had my lens covers on my scope, and he's coming, and so I didn't really size him up much. I was just kind of thinking, oh, here's a buck. So I took off my lens. I was trying to get them off, and he's coming at me and not get busted by him. And so he got past me, and I got the covers off, and I turned around, got wrapped up in stuff. It's technical stuff. Anyway, so I turned around, I kind of anchored my arm on the tree and took a shot, and I knew it was a good shot. I didn't know where Scott was. I didn't watch. Once I'm climbing, I don't pay attention to where he's going. So somebody else, after it went, I knew I had a kill shot, but I was kind of watching it flounder, and I heard another shot, and I'm thinking, who the heck's shooting at my deer? We're on private property, But I always thought maybe somebody was coming in on me, so I'm making a, nervous Nelly, thinking, should I get down? Should I stay up? Should I get down? Rookie mistake. I went ahead and got down because I didn't know where he was. I get to the bottom of the tree, and I look up over there. There sits Scott. So I'm like, oh, man, I didn't want to ruin his hunt. In actuality, it was him kind of trying to finish off my deer, but he was already down, or going down anyway, I should say. And so anyway, I kind of sat at the bottom of the tree, like that gentleman said, kind of enjoying the woods and, everything. It was a really nice day out. And pretty soon I kind of heard a noise off to my left, and I turned around, and when I did, my kind of feet rustled in the leaves. Well, there was the big boy that we'd been waiting for, of course. And had I been up in the tree, I would have got both my bucks and been done, done for the year.
So you have no patience, is what you're saying?
Well, pretty much.
A woman with no patience. Is anybody else experience that? Oh, not only one young guy right there. Obviously, you're not married, are you? I didn't think you were.
What's that saying say? If a woman is in the woods and there's no man around, is she still wrong?
I don't think she is.
Anyway, I was happy to get it because I was hurting, and that's meat in the freezer. And in actuality, the year was a real tough year, and so I was happy. It was good.
Well, congratulations, and good to have you in the contest this year.
At Outfitters Taxidermy, I do high-quality work at reasonable prices. We do it all at Outfitters Taxidermy, from birds, small mammals, fish, deer, shoulder mounts, full body mounts. I pay attention to the details in the mount, like your eyes, the nose, and the way the horns are set. Make sure the measurement's all correct, just like it is when you brought it in. If you're not sure how to cape your deer, I can do it for you, show you how to do it, where to make cuts, where not to make cuts. When you shoot that buck of a lifetime, give me a call at Outfitters Taxidermy.
Hunting, fishing, trapping, Frank's Sporting Goods in Morley.
We got the biggest selection of trapping supplies in West Michigan and the experience to go along with it, so we can teach you how to do everything right here on the spot.
Long guns and handguns for any application, and expert service from someone who lives the outdoors.
Don't forget, we got a great selection of ammo.
You'll find it all at Frank's Sporting Goods in Morley. Stop in or call Frank's Sporting Goods in Morley for the best deals around.
Hi, my name is Vic Havens, and we invite you to stop here at Frank's Sporting Goods in Morley, Michigan.
Get your boots on at Backroad Saloon, the area's #1 country music entertainment, featuring a spacious 5,000 square foot dance floor catered to line dancing. Backroad Saloon, where there's live music on the weekends and special guests. Join us March 7th for the Q1 Buck Poll's final party. There's prizes for hunters and guests, and it's your chance, hunters, to win the Yamaha Grizzly 350 ATV. Backroad Saloon, the Nashville of the North, the area's #1 country music venue. Well, we got more stories coming up from the Country Smokehouse, so stay with us on that. But before that, we've got Big Buck Hoffner with a few bucks here.
All right, we got a couple more. Tim, let's start out in Southwest Michigan with Joe Kitley's 10-pointer scoring 44.5, and Tim Haney in Mid-Michigan's 10-pointer scores 38.625.
And Tim registered at Bears Sporting Goods up in St. Charles, and we hope to see some people from Bears coming up. February the 12th, we've got our prize party in Montrose at the Montrose Pub. So put that on your calendar. We're going to have gun raffles. We're going to have all kinds of things going on. Hicks Outdoors is going to bring a whole array of guns. They're going to have handguns, all kinds of things there to try to win.
And I'll tell you what, we're eking ever so closely to the grand finale and who's going to win the ATV.
And that'll be March 7th. We'll talk more about that coming up. Let's go back to the Country Smokehouse in Almont. All right, so Derek, you shot a 5-pointer, right? Yep. All right, is this your first buck?
Yep.
All right. And is your biggest buck?
Yeah.
Kind of a dumb question, isn't it? All right. Hey, well, tell me about your hunt.
So I was with my grandpa on opening day, and we went out to his stand, and we pretty much just sat out there for, about 2 hours. And then I'm just looking around, it's starting to get dark, and here comes this buck and this doe coming over into this clearing, and I was like, Grandpa, there's a buck. And
what was Grandpa doing?
Grandpa was just like...
half sleeping.
Yeah, pretty much. And so I pulled the gun up and starting to get ready, and he was like, okay, don't shoot it, because he probably wanted me to take a better shot at it, because it was pretty close. So the doe probably saw me or something or ran off, and then the buck was just walking around feeding, and he went up this trail, and my grandpa said shoot him, but I couldn't get the gun up in time, so he kept going. And he got about 100 yards out into these goldenrods where I couldn't see him. And I saw a little bit of him, and then I took my gun up and I had a red dot on, so I didn't have any zoom at all. And I put the sight right on him and shot him, and I hit him right in the spine. And what was really cool is I got to see him go down, which is what you normally don't get to see, because I just saw him fall over.
What were you thinking then?
I was like, oh my God, I just shot a deer. I was so excited. Because when I was getting ready for him to come up, my knees were shaking, and I was like, okay, here he comes. So.
What was your grandpa doing when you're shooting?
He was just looking out, and he was waiting to tell me when to shoot, because I was listening to him through all this. Mm-hmm. And so once I shot him, he saw it go down, and he said, well, why don't we go out and take a look? And we went out there, and since I hit him in the spine, he was down, but he wasn't totally dead. So my grandpa shot him again, and now I dragged him up, and I showed my grandma, and I called my dad. Mm-hmm. My dad was surprised.
Why was he surprised?
Because I just told him that I just got a 5-point, and he didn't think I could get one.
Well, that is a good story. And what do you like most about being out in the woods?
That it's just so peaceful, and then you also feel like you're out doing like a sport, because that's my favorite thing to do is go hunting and fishing and be out in the woods. Mm-hmm. It's my favorite place to be.
Well, that is very awesome. Why don't you hold that up? We want to get his picture. Let's give him a round of applause. That is a happy hunter right there. Brooke is age 11. Is this your first year? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's a 4-pointer, 12 3/4 inch inside spread, 6 inches of mass, longest time 4 1/4, total score 27. You shot it with a shotgun. You're from Clifford, right? Okay, well, tell me about the hunt.
Well, on opening day, we got up, and when we got out there, we were sort of snoozing, so...
Who was sort of snoozing?
Me and my mom.
You and your mom were out there hunting. Very nice. All right, so you're both snoozing.
Mm-hmm. He was out there when we looked up, and...
So who saw the deer first?
I did.
Okay, and then you kind of woke Mom, hey, Mom, wake up?
Yeah, and when he looked back, he sort of noticed us when I was putting up my gun. So he sort of took off. Mm-hmm. So the morning was sort of a bust, but when we went back out that night, him and a doe were out there, and when I first shot him...
So you went back out with your mom, right?
Yes.
She had some caffeine, a little coffee?
Yes, she did. And when I first shot him, it wasn't a very good shot, and we were all celebrating it. And when I looked over again, he was just standing there looking the opposite way. So when I pulled up my gun, I shot him that time, and he went about 60 yards, 60 yards, and he just died real quick.
Well, that is very cool. And then you got a very cool mount, huh? Who did the mount for you?
My dad.
Your dad did it. All right, Dad. Where's Dad at? Where's Mom at? She's snoozing? Oh, she's standing up. Oh, we just wanted to make sure you weren't sleeping over there. That's all. All right, anything else you want? What do you like most about being out there in the woods?
It's real quiet out there, and it's real peaceful, and
you get to sleep? Nobody bugs you?
Yeah.
Very good. Well, congratulations, your first deer. Let's give her a big round of applause. All right. And Brooke.
Everything for the sportsman.
DNR Sports Center.
For the hunter. Tree stands, bows, guns, and gear. All the top brands.
Right here at DNR Sports Center.
For the fisherman. Check out the huge selection of boats, marine supplies, and tackle.
DNR Sports Center.
Full service mechanic for boats, guns, and bows. One-stop shopping, a huge selection, and the best service around.
Come see for yourself and experience the personal service at DNR Sports Center. Everything for the sportsman.
Great country for Kalamazoo. Find us on your radio at 102.5, online at greatcountry1025.com, and on your mobile device on iHeartRadio. Kalamazoo's Great Country 1025, powered by Nash.
The Field & Stream Outdoor Life Michigan Deer and Turkey Expo is back. The Summit Sports Complex in Diamonddale will be your hands-on, real gear hunting info headquarters. February 13th through February 15th. Bring the family to try the latest gear and get great bargains at over 250 booths. Enter your big buck in the Trophy Big Game Contest or Shed Antlers in the new Shed Antler Contest. Enjoy how-to seminars and hands-on demos all weekend long. Get discounted advance tickets at deerinfo.com. The Field & Stream Outdoor Life Michigan Deer and Turkey Expo.
The great outdoors has a lot to offer, and if you're ready to experience it on the next level, Greenstone can help you get it done. We finance acreage of nearly any size, from a hunter's haven to adventurous trails, or even that relaxing place on the lake. Greenstone's loan options make owning land affordable, with terms up to 30 years. And with 36 locations in Michigan and Northeast Wisconsin, we're just a short drive away. To learn more, visit greenstonefcs.com. Greenstone Farm Credit Services. We finance the great outdoors.
Hunters, register today in the Q1 buck poll and you'll have a chance to win this Yamaha Grizzly 350 ATV. You can register a buck or a doe, no matter what size. We'll give this away in a random draw at our final prize party of the Q1 buck poll coming up the first weekend in March. Jim Hull is with us from Custom Connection Motorsports in Battle Creek. Welcome to the buck poll, man.
Thanks for having us, Tim.
All right, tell me about the ATV.
As he said, this is an awesome Yamaha Grizzly 350. You've got your Realtree camo, you've got selectable four-wheel drive, you've got forward and reverse, you've got racks on the front and back. So if you're out in terrain like this and you get the deer of a lifetime, you're not going to have to worry about carrying it on your shoulder.
You slap it on the back, tie it up, and you're ready to go.
Exactly.
All right, well, again, we're giving this away in a random draw. All you have to do is register. Again, you could go online, or you could take your deer to any of the locations across the state. Get registered today in the Q1 buck poll to win the Yamaha Grizzly 350 ATV from Custom Connection Motorsports. Well, would you like to find out about real estate? There's all kinds of properties available throughout the state of Michigan, but we've got Dan Hoffman with us today, and he is with Sports Afield Real Estate and Trophy Class Real Estate. And Dan's going to talk about some of the things that you need to know and how it works in buying rec land, which is different than going to buy a house somewhere.
Yeah, and it's a good thing. And as I said earlier in the segment, they only make so much land. Mm-hmm. So if you're going to make that investment, you want to be a hunter, you want to groom your properties to grow those big bucks. I mean, it's a great opportunity. I mean, and just around the corner, it's income tax time. You can use that money towards a down payment on some property. He'll help you out, get yourselves all set up, and then invite us in a couple of years to take us hunting. That's the game
like
plan.
It a lot.
That's the game plan.
Did I tell you how brilliant he is? Brilliance. Well, how about some bucks there, Mr. Brilliant Hoffner?
All right, let's start out in the southwest mid-Michigan region with Nathan Benedict's 9-pointer scoring 39.625. And Tom Payne in South Mid-Michigan's 9-pointer scores 37 3/4.
Now here's Dan Hoffman from Trophy Class Real Estate. Dan Hoffman is with us now from Trophy Class Real Estate. Welcome to the Q1 Buck Poll. Dan is a real estate expert, and today we're going to talk about buying and selling land. And you know, Dan, there's more and more people that are getting into buying recreation land, aren't there?
Yeah, it's been really busy. Last year was really busy. This year's beginning to be very busy also. There's not a lot of properties out there, so I think it's a great time for a seller to sell, which kind of keeps the values up, pretty good for a seller, which is a great thing.
So what should I do if I'm thinking about listing my property? What are some of the steps, and how do I determine my value?
Well, I would come out and walk the property with you, take a look at it, look at the amenities on the property, whether it's tillable, whether there's mature trees, if it's a existing hunting property, if you do any type of quality deer management on it, that kind of thing, that's important. I have a lot of hunters call, a lot of people that want to buy a second property and in the future put up a pole barn or a house or something like that. So I want to look at that as a future perspective also. But after that, we'll determine a list price and we'll market it just everywhere.
Mm-hmm. And you're going to take a look at what has been sold around that piece of property too, or what's comparable across the state. Is that how that works?
Absolutely. Every area of the state's a little bit different, but we will look in our immediate area to see what's sold, and that way I'll get you a great list price, get you the highest price possible.
And you've got a great property listed right now in Union City, and kind of unique, at your own little island.
Yeah, it's a 7-acre island. It's 24 acres total. It's on Turtle Lake. and it's a really unique property. You could build on it. It's buildable. There's some
Mhm.
mature trees on it, so it's very cool.
And, with the proper quality deer management, like you talked about, there's a lot of deer in that area by far.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, Dan, real quick, now let's go to I'm thinking about buying a piece of property. What are some of the things and the steps that I need to know?
I think you go out and take a look at it and see if it has exactly what you want. I would suggest making a list of the things you want before you go see a property.
So if I want hardwoods, or if I want a stream or a lake, or I want, tillable, I should have all that listed so that when I go there, I'm not kind of thinking on the spot. Because sometimes you can get, quite enamored walking out there. Oh, I love this place.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have what I want.
Yeah, definitely. Make your list. Make sure it has what you want. At least 90% of it, and then think for the future. Is there something great that I can do there? If it has all the keys to your list, then definitely it'd be a great property for you.
All right, great information today. Thanks for being with us. All right, Dan Huffman from Trophy Class Real Estate. And again, you can go online. Dan's got all his properties listed online, so you can check them out there. Or if you would like more information about selling your piece of property, again, give him a call. You're watching the Q1 Buck Bowl.
Country Smokehouse was started years ago by myself and Suzanne, and we want to specialize in homemade, old-fashioned sausage and jerkies and things like that. People say it's a destination. They come out for the barbecue. They come out for the homemade sausages. A lot of organic people, natural people want to buy the product because they can't find it in the local stores. We are the largest processor in the state of Michigan. We invite all hunters to come in, bring your deer in, or just stop in and check us out so you can see yourself.
I recommend you come to the Country Smokehouse because you'll never be disappointed.
I, Jackknife Jed, do leave it my barred rifle to the next thing that finds it. Yours truly, Jackknife Jed.
Yes! A CVA Acura!
Great information from Dan. Fabulous stories from the Country Smokehouse and all the hunters that came up there and enjoyed, once again, a very snowy night on the road.
I spent one this weekend. I was in Grand Rapids during our blizzard, folks, and we went 45 the whole way, had 24 people go up there to a conference. It was a nail-biter all the way there. We got safe, and we're back here safely, too.
Well, we're going to be traveling this week on Thursday. We're going to be at Montrose, at the Montrose Pub. Hicks Outdoors is going to have a big gun auction going on. We're going to have deer stories. We got prizes from Hicks Outdoors. We got all kinds of things happening. Bear Sporting Goods may have a representative there to give away some prizes. So we're going to have some fun.
That's what it's all about. Fun and prizes, all toward the grand finale of the ATV.
March 7th at Back Road Saloon in Marshall. It's just off I-69. You'll turn and go west about a quarter of a mile. It's right there, and we're going to have a big bash there. And then later on, there'll be a band, so a big country band after the Q1 Buck Bowl prize party. So we're looking forward to it. And Big Buck, we're going to have a great time.
We always do.
Somebody will win the ATV. For Mike Big Buck Hoffner, I'm Tim Hart-Haberl. Thanks for being with us this week on the Q1 Buck Bowl. And remember, whenever you're out and about, be safe.
Great country for Kalamazoo. Find us on your radio at 102.5, online at greatcountry1025.com, and on your mobile device on iHeartRadio. Kalamazoo's Great Country 1025, powered by Nash.